The story begins at a massive concert where thousands of fans are loudly cheering for their favorite celebrity band, Hunter X. The stage is covered in darkness, colorful lights flash everywhere, and the excited crowd holds its breath, waiting for the band to appear. But before the performance begins, the story suddenly takes us many years into the past. Long ago, demons hunted humans and stole their souls to increase their own power. The energy from every stolen soul was sent to the powerful Demon King, making him even stronger. To protect humanity, a group of special warriors called Hunters appeared. They were born with unique voices that could push back the darkness. Instead of fighting with swords or magic, they fought through music. Their songs touched people's souls, united them, and created a powerful shield that protected the human world from demons. In every generation, 3 new hunters are chosen to carry on this mission, and whenever they sing together, their combined voices strengthen the shield that keeps the world safe. The 3 hunters can create a powerful musical barrier when they sing together. This barrier is so strong that no demon has ever been able to break through it. The story is being told by a woman named Celine, who was once a hunter herself. In this generation, she has chosen and trained 3 young girls to protect the world from demons and keep the magical shield alive. Together, they formed a famous music group called Hunter X. Their music, style, and talent have made them the biggest band in Korea, and almost everyone is a fan. The first member is Mira, the group's visual and lead dancer. Her family calls her the Black Sheep because she always does unexpected things. She even shocked everyone by wearing a sleeping bag to the Met Gala. The second member is Zoe, the rapper, who grew up in America. The third member is Rumi, the lead singer. Her emotional voice is so powerful that it can make people cry. Rumi lost her mother when she was very young, and since then, Celine has raised her like her own daughter. She is considered the heart and soul of the entire Hunters team. The story then returns to the concert where it began. While thousands of fans are waiting for Hunter X to appear on stage, their manager Bobby suddenly realizes that the band's plane is flying away from the concert instead of toward it. On the plane, the 3 girls are excited because this is the biggest performance of their careers. They happily eat lots of food to prepare for the show and even order more. Soon, however, they notice that the flight crew is acting very strangely. Bobby calls them in a panic, asking why they still haven't arrived. When the girls look out the window, they realize the plane is heading in the wrong direction. Moments later, they discover that the flight attendants and pilots are not real humans. They are actually demons. The dark markings on their hands reveal their true identity. Within seconds, the demons transform into their terrifying true forms and attack. But instead of panicking, the hunters calmly draw their weapons and begin singing their powerful songs as they prepare to fight. Using the power of their music, the hunters quickly defeat the demons. However, the battle badly damages their airplane. Instead of crashing, the 3 girls use their special powers to jump out of the plane and make a dramatic entrance directly onto the concert stage. The crowd goes wild with excitement as thousands of fans cheer for them. As soon as their performance begins, the story shifts to the demon world. The defeated demon reports to the Demon King that the hunters have won again. Furious, the Demon King kills the demon for failing the mission. He warns the other demons that if they do not stop the hunters soon, the magical barrier created by their songs will become the Golden Shield. Once that happens, every demon will be trapped in the underworld forever. At that moment, a mysterious demon named Jinnu steps forward. He sings about a powerful demon king who once ruled over stolen souls and made the entire world tremble with his roar. But the hunter's songs caused people to forget him, leaving the demon king weak and starving. The demon king accuses Jinnu of mocking him, but Jinnu explains that he has a new plan to defeat the hunters. Instead of attacking them in battle, he wants to strike where they least expect it, through their own fans. The other demons laugh at his idea of creating a demon boy band. However, when Jinnu and his teammates transform into incredibly handsome young men, even the Demon King is impressed and praises the strategy. After their biggest concert, the hunters want to take a break, but Rumi reminds them that the release of their new song, Golden, is scheduled for that very night. Fans all over the world are eagerly waiting for it. While practicing before the performance, Rumi suddenly loses her voice and says she needs a 5-minute break. With only 10 minutes left before going on stage, their manager Bobby starts panicking because more than 10,000 fans are waiting outside. Rumi goes into the restroom, unzips the back of her dress, and reveals a shocking secret. She is actually part demon. Dark markings cover her body, and they are beginning to affect her voice. The story then flashes back to Rumi's childhood, where she asks Celine if hunters always have to kill demons. Celine tells her that anyone with those dark markings is a demon. It is then revealed that the dark marks on Rumi's body exist because her father was a demon. Even so, Celine comforts her by saying that she is a true hunter, just like her mother. She also explains that once the magical barrier becomes the complete golden shield, all demonic power will disappear from the human world, and the dark marks on Rumi's body will vanish as well. Because of this secret, Rumi hides the marks from her teammates, afraid they will discover the truth about her. Later, she feels heartbroken and lost because she does not know how to save the world when she is even losing her own voice. When she returns home, her friends comfort her and assure her that everything will be okay. They tell her they can simply reschedule the performance and let Bobby handle the situation. However, Bobby soon calls and admits that he cannot fix the problem. The fans are extremely disappointed because Hunter canceled their live performance. Rumi sadly tells her friends that rescheduling may no longer be possible because her voice is getting worse, and she fears she may not be able to sing anymore. The upcoming Golden performance is extremely important because it is the event where the hunters strengthen the magical barrier for the entire year. Since the performance has been postponed for 2 weeks, the girls decide to use that time to help Rumi recover her voice. Zoe comes up with dozens of ideas to solve the problem and says they should start with her favorite one. She takes Rumi to Dr. Han, a man who makes a special tonic. According to him, the drink can cure not only sore throats, but even relationship problems. After examining Rumi in a very strange way, Dr. Han gives her a bottle of tonic that might restore her voice. On their way home, the girls notice 5 incredibly handsome young men walking nearby. Many girls instantly fall for them. However, when one of the boys accidentally pushes Rumi to the ground, the hunters become annoyed and call them rude. A little later, they hear loud cheering from a nearby market. When they go to investigate, they discover the same 5 boys performing together as a new boy band. Their singing is so amazing that everyone in the crowd is completely captivated. Suddenly, the hunters realize the shocking truth. The boys are actually demons. No matter how handsome they look, they are still demons. Mira immediately wants to attack them, but Rumi stops her. She explains that they are surrounded by innocent people, and if a fight starts, civilians could get hurt. The group introduces themselves as the Saja Boys and invites everyone to their concert later that night. As darkness falls, the hunters put on their demon hunting outfits and prepare an ambush. Their plan is to attack the Saja Boys as soon as they leave the stage. However, Jinnu, the leader of the Saja Boys, notices them hiding. During the concert, he suddenly announces that they have some special guests and shines the spotlight directly on the hunters, ruining their surprise attack. While the hunters are distracted by the crowd's attention, the Saja Boys seize the opportunity to escape and run into a nearby bathhouse. The girls chase after the Saja Boys, only to realize they have walked into a trap. They are suddenly surrounded by powerful water demons, and a fierce battle begins. During the fight, Rumi goes after Jinnu to kill him. However, her dress gets torn, revealing the dark markings on her body. Jinnu is shocked to discover that Rumi is actually half demon. Meanwhile, Rumi's teammates are searching for her, but she cannot help them because she is terrified they will see her secret. Instead of exposing her, Jinnu quietly wraps a piece of cloth around her arm to hide the markings, allowing her to return and help her friends. Back in the demon world, the Demon King praises Jinnu for his success. His plan is slowly weakening the magical barrier, bringing the human world closer to destruction and making it easier to steal more human souls. The hunters soon realize that the barrier is becoming weaker. Bobby also warns them that the Saja Boys are going viral across the internet and gaining fans at an incredible speed. Rumi believes they can still defeat them if they outperform the Saja Boys at the upcoming Idol Awards State Fair. She asks Zoe to write a brand new diss track that will expose the Saja Boys as demons and send them back to the underworld. Later, Rumi finally drinks the special tonic that Dr. Han gave her, hoping it will restore her voice. To her disappointment, she discovers it is nothing more than ordinary grape juice. That night, Rumi notices a strange bird wearing a funny little hat sitting on her balcony. When she goes outside to investigate, she finds a demon cat instead. She quickly draws her sword, but lowers it after realizing the cat means no harm. The cat delivers a letter from Jinnu, asking her to meet him. Rumi agrees to the meeting, but she has no intention of talking. She plans to kill him. Jinnu tells her to calm down and starts talking about the dark markings on her body. He explains that if he wanted to hurt her, he would have already revealed her secret to her teammates. Rumi insists that she is not a demon, but Jinnu asks, "If you're not a demon, then where did those marks come from?" He tells her that he understands exactly what it feels like to live with those marks. Rumi angrily replies that demons do not feel anything. Jinnu quietly answers that demons feel only shame, pain, and sadness, and that those emotions are their greatest prison. He explains that the Demon King controls them by constantly feeding those feelings. Jinnu reveals that 400 years ago, his family was extremely poor. The only thing he owned was a guitar, and he spent his days singing on the streets. Sadly, no one appreciated his music. One day, he heard a mysterious voice telling him that he would never be able to help his family on his own, but it could help him. That night, everything changed. People suddenly loved his singing, and even the king invited him to perform. His family moved into the royal palace and finally lived a comfortable life. However, dark markings slowly began spreading across Jinnu's body. Before long, he found himself trapped in the demon world as the Demon King's servant. After he disappeared, his family lost everything. And Jinnu has carried that guilt and shame ever since. Jinnu tells Rumi that she is different because she is still able to control herself. Unlike other demons, she has never heard the Demon King's voice in her mind. He says she is still refusing to accept who she really is, but one day she will face the truth. When that day comes, he tells her she can come to him. The next day, the hunters choose a new song called Takedown to perform at the upcoming Idol Awards. They then attend a fan autograph event, but the Saja boys unexpectedly appear as well. Their arrival divides the fans, with some cheering for Hunter X and others supporting the new boy band. To avoid causing a scene, Rumi suggests that both groups sit at the same table so every fan gets a chance to meet their favorite idols. During the event, Jinnu tries to speak with Rumi, but she refuses, saying she will never talk to someone who helps the Demon King. Jinnu quietly replies that he is only trying to save himself. He explains that if he continues serving the Demon King, the king will erase his memories and silence the painful voices in his head forever. That night, while Rumi practices singing, the demon cat keeps entering her room, trying to lead her back to Jinnu, but she refuses to go each time. Later, Mira notices that Rumi has changed the lyrics of their song. When she asks why, Rumi says the original version feels too full of hatred. This makes Mira suspicious because she already knows Rumi has been secretly meeting Jinnu. Still, Mira later apologizes and admits that she is simply overwhelmed with anger because she wants to destroy every demon's soul. Meanwhile, the Saja boys continue performing across the country. Their songs secretly steal the souls of their fans, and every stolen soul is sent directly to the Demon King, making him stronger and bringing the world one step closer to disaster. At last, Rumi sends Jinnu a letter asking him to meet her. She tells him that if he truly wants freedom, he must stop helping the Demon King and help the hunters win the Idol Awards instead. If they win, the magical barrier will finally become the complete golden shield, cutting the Demon King off from the human world forever. Jinnu agrees to her plan and promises that the Saja boys will withdraw from the competition. As they spend more time together, it becomes clear that Rumi and Jinnu are starting to develop feelings for each other. Later, Rumi practices with her teammates, but says she no longer wants to sing a song filled with hatred toward demons. Mira becomes furious, believing that Rumi has turned against the mission they have dedicated their lives to. She angrily asks why Rumi has changed, and says she no longer seems like the friend she once knew. Just as Rumi is about to explain everything, disaster strikes. The magical barrier grows even weaker, allowing more and more demons to enter the human world. The hunters realize that if Rumi cannot recover her voice, they have no chance of saving the world. Finally, the day of the Idol Awards arrives. The hunters step onto the stage and deliver an incredible performance. Just as Rumi is about to sing the final line, several demons suddenly kidnap Bobby. Zoe and Mira rush off the stage to rescue him, but it is only a trap to leave Rumi alone. Two demons then disguise themselves as Mira and Zoe, return to the stage, and tear Rumi's dress apart. The dark markings on her body are exposed for everyone to see. When the real Mira and Zoe return, they are completely shocked. Instead of seeing their best friend, they see only a demon. They point their weapons at Rumi, refusing to believe anything she says. Heartbroken, Rumi runs off the stage in tears and searches for Jinnu. When she finally finds him, she learns a devastating truth. Jinnu admits that he was the one who revealed her secret to everyone. He confesses that everything he told her about his tragic past and his family was a lie. His real goal was to earn Rumi's trust so he could use her as part of the Demon King's plan. Jinnu coldly admits that he abandoned his own family. He says he only wanted to escape his painful life and forget all of his suffering. Meanwhile, the Demon King begins taking control of Mira and Zoe's minds, filling them with hatred and turning them against each other. He also controls the minds of all the Saja Boys fans, drawing them toward the band's concert. As soon as the Saja Boys begin performing, the Demon King appears and starts draining the souls of everyone in the audience to make himself even stronger. At the same time, Rumi goes to Celine and tearfully admits that she only wanted to fix everything, including herself, but she failed. Feeling hopeless, she begs Celine to kill her before she destroys everything she was meant to protect. However, Celine refuses. She tells Rumi that she can still save the world if she continues hiding the dark markings on her body, just as she has always done. But Rumi finally stands up for herself. She says she can no longer keep pretending to be someone she is not. Celine insists that everyone has to hide their weaknesses, but Rumi asks, "Why can't you accept me as I am?" She declares that if protecting the Golden Shield means hiding her true self forever, then she is no longer willing to do it. She even says that if that is the only way to save the shield, she is glad it has been destroyed. With a new sense of determination, Rumi leaves and returns to face the battle once again. This time, instead of trying to restore the old barrier, she decides to create a new shield built on truth rather than fear. Rumi begins singing a beautiful supernatural song unlike anything anyone has ever heard. The song is so powerful that it touches everyone's soul. Its emotional melody breaks the Demon King's control over Mira and Zoe, allowing them to regain their senses. At the same time, the stolen souls of all the fans return to their rightful owners. Enraged, the Demon King personally attacks Rumi. Just before he can kill her, Jinnu jumps in front of the attack and sacrifices his own life to save her. With his final breath, he apologizes and says, "Please forgive me. I was trying to become someone like you." Inspired by Rumi, the entire audience begins singing together. Their united voices create an incredible wave of power that gives the hunters new strength. Standing side by side, Rumi, Mira, and Zoe unleash one final attack on the Demon King. Together, they destroy him once and for all. With the Demon King defeated, the new magical barrier is permanently sealed, and every remaining demon disappears from the human world forever. Kpop Demon Hunters * teaches that every person has a hidden warrior inside them, fighting against fear, pressure, and the darkness within. The movie shows that behind fame, success, and glamour are countless sacrifices and personal struggles. But when people come together through music, trust, and unity, they can overcome even the greatest darkness. In the end, the story reminds us that true strength does not come from fame or popularity. It comes from accepting who you really are and having the courage to stand by the truth. And with that, the story comes to an end.